Hey guys, what's up? The Orange Gearhead here on Brick Films University with a new tutorial video. I'm going to show you guys a good way to film on the inside, the interior of a car. Because the way you see it now, there's not enough room. There's not enough room to film in here. You get your dude inside, put everything back together, and there's just no room to do anything in here. Because, for one thing, it's on wheels, and every time you have to take the top off and the windscreen off to move everything, and you move them around, and then you put all the stuff back on. The car's moved around a lot, and it's overall just a hassle. It doesn't look good. It looks too cramped on the inside. So I came up with like a little alternate way of shooting on the inside of a car. So I got this pre-built little thing here. This may look familiar to some of you guys that keep up with my animations and everything. 2 seats, as most cars these days do, steering wheel. Basically like a full interior, only simplified a little bit, roof and everything. And this is actually twice as wide as a regular car, because you know there's only one windscreen here and there's 2 on here. So it's definitely cheating a little bit, but it makes a lot more sense because this is what, you know, the inside of a car would normally look like. So the first thing I did is take an 8x8 plate and use that as my base. I plopped down the seats just kind of vaguely in the middle, made sure that they're 2 studs apart, so I have room for the little shift knob here, and then you can put some more controls right here if you want to, maybe a cup with a cup holder or whatever. And I also have like a little bit, let's take this off. I also have a little bit of a dashboard, really basic, but you're not going to really see any of this anyway, depending on the angle that you're coming from. But I have a steering wheel and then kind of a brown, maybe a leatherish material for the dashboard. And then 2 windscreens on the back, and then you can pretty much use anything for a roof. As well as using some slanted, or some slopes for the front here. And then I normally put something in the back, I didn't on here, because I don't have a good reason why. But it kind of helps too, because if you're filming from top down a little bit, then you can see the back come out the back of the car where it would be. So that's one thing, but I do have kind of a hood shape, and so, you know, ideally you'd film kind of close up. It's obviously out of focus, but, you know, use your lenses and cameras to compensate that. So now I actually have some minifigures in the seats, and something came to my attention where, and I only made this for this little set for the purpose of this video, but something came to my attention where even with this little spacer piece right here, the roof won't even fit on still. So that's definitely something to take into consideration. I'd probably, if I was going to rebuild this and actually use it for a set, I'd probably put 1 or 2 pieces, 1 or 2 more plates like on the bottom here, because you can see his hand. It should probably go lower, like below the door. And the minifigures just kind of look too big for it. And so I'm going to show you guys one that I actually did use for an actual set, and that's this one. So this one is a little bit more opened up. There's no hood pieces, but it's definitely easier to work with, as they actually fit in this time. Notice on the back windows I didn't use a windshield. I just used 2 windows, regular windows, totally vertical, and they have kind of a darker shade to them. Not really ideal, but you know, no one hardly ever notices, as far as I know. And even this one kind of has some trouble fitting on with this dude's giant hair, but in most cases this will work. It works with this guy. He doesn't have a tout on, but it definitely could. And so this one is a lot more open up, but you know, you can get in here and move them easier. The only thing you'd really have to take them out for is to move their heads, because those are impossible to move. And then another advantage to having it on like a big base plate like this is there's bits that are kind of sticking out with nothing on them, and those are good to tape down. And you absolutely need to do that to every single set that you have, no matter how big or small. Tape it down, because if you get your hands in here and you start moving stuff around and taking bits off and putting bits back on, you know it's going to move around. So definitely tape it down, make sure it stays put, and you have yourself a solid in-car scene. And like I said before, this is definitely cheating. Like, the set is like as big as the car, just the interior is. But it makes it a lot more aesthetically appealing. It makes it, and it makes a lot more sense. So, just an idea. make your own little set if you want to, your own car interior. And let me see those interiors, guys. And keep cranking out your animations. Alright, well that about wraps it up for this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Tune in next week for the next Brick Films U tutorial. See you guys then.